What's up, guys? It's B Wade. We have 4 picks I'm going to go through for you for Friday's NBA games. After having a real hot streak to start the week, we had a couple dud days these last few days, but I feel really strongly that we are going to bounce back. I think you'll agree once I walk you through these picks and the data supporting them. I'm also going to give you a game that I think you guys should bet on as well at the end of the video. So make sure you stick around for that, but I'm just going to jump right into these 4 picks. So we're going to start with Derek White over 17.5 points. He's looked good this year. He's averaging just about 19 points a game, but he's going up against a soft Washington defense they rank 30th in the NBA for points against. They're giving up 125 points a game, and shooting guard is their second worst position at defending after center. They're giving up 33 points a game to shooting guards. I expect Derek White to pop off against them. They played earlier this year. It was the second game of Boston's year, the first game for Washington. He went for 19. Really, my only fear here is a blowout, which is very possible. I think this line's at like 15, and him ending up with like a 22-minute type game. But as long as he plays, I don't know, let's say over 30 minutes in this game, I feel really good that he ends up going over. And then my favorite pick of the night is Clint Capella over 19.5 points and rebounds. He's gone over this in 5 out of his last 6 games. Chicago defense is atrocious, points-wise, rebounds-wise, especially when you look at how they defend centers for points. And when we come over here and we look, every single center or similar player to Clint Capella has gone over against them, right? You look down the line and very significantly over. None of them were even close to their line, really. And he scores 80% of his points in here, and you look at their defense, and that is by far their worst area of the court for defending. This play is literally made for Clint Capella, and last time he played them, just a couple weeks ago, he went for 29 points and rebounds. All we need is 20 here. I'm taking this as a single bet as well in a sports book. I'm putting this in. So I would advise you guys to do the same if you bet that way. So that is going to be our first slip, guys. I put this in on PrizePicks. PrizePicks is my favorite sports book out there right now. They're going to double your first deposit when you use code BWP. You can also just go ahead and use the link down below in the description, but PrizePicks is giving us 1 to 2 free picks every day. They're giving us 1 to 2 discounted picks every day. Like yesterday, they gave us Jason Tatum for free. They gave us Saquon Barkley for free. And for free means, like, for Jason Tatum, he scores over half a point. Saquon Barkley rushes for over half a yard. They're giving them to us. They make it really easy to be profitable. It's a newer app, so they're trying to get new users, and they do that by giving us a ton of great promos, which makes sense for us. So it's not going to last forever, but I would advise you to get on PrizePicks now while the getting's good, and it's easy to be profitable on there. As long as, like, if you have some money on another sports book, I would take it, throw it on PrizePicks. They're going to double it, and you can take advantage of all their free picks and promos they're giving out right now. This is like the gold rush season on PrizePicks. So check that out, guys. I'm going to jump into my second parlay and my third and fourth picks for you. So we're rocking with Jason Tatum over 3.5 3-pointers. He is cooking from beyond the arc right now. He's hit this in 7 out of his last 8 games, and Washington gives up 15 3-pointers a game. Opponents shoot 38% from 3-point range against Washington. So this is just the perfect combination for Jason Tatum to cook. I love this one. And then our last pick, we are going Trae Young assists. Trae Young has just been dishing the ball like a madman this year. Scoring the ball, not so much. But assists, he's been cooking. And you see, he played the Bulls earlier this year. Just a couple weeks ago, he dropped 16 dimes on them. Similar players to Trae Young have gone 23% over their average. Cade Cunningham went for 10. His line was 9.5. Luka went for 13. His line was 8.5. The only player that missed was Fred VanVleet, and he just missed it. He had 7 assists, and his line was 7.5. But you see here, guys, this is a perfect matchup for Trae Young, so I am locking that in. I put this in on Underdog because I couldn't find the Trae Young pick on PrizePicks. Underdog is probably my second favorite fantasy app right now because primarily they have tons of different stat categories for you to pick from, probably like 10 to 15 for most players, and so if you're having trouble finding the different stats that you want to put picks in for on the app you use, Underdog should be in your arsenal because they have tons of different stat categories you can play, and it makes it easy to put together the picks that you want to. They also put picks up earlier than most anyone else. As soon as game lines are posted, Underdog is putting up their props, usually before anyone else. They also give us a ton of payout bonuses. So if you want to sign up on Underdog, they will also double your first deposit. All you have to do is use code BWADE, or again, you can use the link down below in the description. And then my pick of the day for Friday is going to be Golden State. It's up to 9.5 right now. I grabbed this yesterday at -7.5. I would still play it at -9.5. They are playing a depleted Pelicans team, guys. You need to lock this in. This line's going to keep going up until tip-off. But it's 9.5 right now. Golden State Warriors. This Pelicans team has nobody on the court. And if you don't have a sportsbook, or maybe they're not legal in your state, Rebet is great. It's an app. It almost looks like a fantasy app, but it's not. You can bet on games and everything on it, and they are legal in 47 out of 50 states. They're legal almost everywhere. So even if sportsbooks aren't legal in your state, I would say check it out because it's probably still legal in your state. You can also bet props on it, and they are also going to double your first deposit up to $100. All you have to do is use code BWADE, or again, you guessed it, there is a link down below in the description for it that will ensure that your first deposit gets doubled. Even if you use a different like sportsbook app or whatever, download Rebet, throw $100 on it, get it doubled, and just play it through for a few cycles, and then pull it out and throw it back on your other sportsbook if you don't like Rebet. But I started using Rebet because they put NBA lines up right away. I typically use Hard Rock because I'm in Florida, but they don't put lines up. Like, they put them up really late, and so it's hard to get on those early lines and get positive CLV. I realized Rebet puts them up right away, and so now I use Rebet for my NBA betting. So check it out, guys. Use code BWADE. Take advantage of that free sign-up money and start profiting with us. But I appreciate you guys watching the video. As always, if you're not already subscribed, I'm going to ask that you press that subscribe button. Throw a like down there, comment, let me know if you're tailing, if you have any questions, but appreciate y'all watching. Let's make some money this weekend.